Now I'll go through the process of creating an article. I will open up Transmission Hub, expand English, go to the Articles folder, and I'll click on the year and month that I'm currently in. So I'm going to do this sample in the April folder. I'm going to click on the New button, and then I'll use the headline that I've created, and I'm just going to paste it in here in its entirety, and then I'll select Article Template and click on the button Create. From here, I will right-click Open, and this will open up the article entry template, and this will allow me to finish the process of creating the document, creating the article. Let me move the sidekick out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on right here where it says Article Edit. I'll click on Edit, and that'll open the article entry template. Now, on this first tab, all you need to do is make sure you add the author settings. Now, the way we would do that is by checking on both of these boxes, and then you can type or paste the name of the author in here. I'm going to find where my information is because I'm going to paste it. This was an article by Corina. I'm going to paste her name in the author name. I've also included in my documentation the URL for each of the editors, so you can include, you need to include the URL to where your author page is, and you should include the title also. So I'm just copying and pasting this from the document I sent you. That takes care of the author settings, and I can just close that tab. Now, the synopsis, or what you would call the teaser. The teaser is something that you would just paste into this section, into this tab called synopsis. Now, this happens to be something I took out of the article, and it is bolded right from Word, so I'm going to unbold it. And again, that's a personal preference. You can certainly leave it bolded if you'd like. Then I will switch to the article text, and from Word I'm going to take the deck, which is what you guys call the deck, and there isn't any particular place in the CMS to put the deck, so what I've been doing is putting it at the top of the article by pasting it in and highlighting it, unbolding it, making it italics. And then I will hit my my carriage return, my enter button a couple of times to bring my cursor down, and I will then paste the rest of the article, and I'm copying this directly from Word. Now, if you've created your article and it has links in it, the links will transfer over, so you do not have to worry about adding any additional information. It appears that no, I'm just going to leave it like this. So what I'll do is I will actually reduce the amount of distance between the deck and the article information, and then I'm going to drag an image over. I know a lot of the images that you guys use you'd like to have in the body of the article. Now, in order to find the images I just uploaded, I'll go back to Browse. Now, seeing as I'm in one session, what the system will do is it'll actually leave the folders open that I was just in. So I can just scroll to the bottom. My T-Hub folder in the media library is already open. I'm going to open up online articles and go to April, because that's where I put the images and one of the first things I did. And I'm just going to put my cursor where I want the image. I'm going to left click on the image and drag it, and as soon as I get that green check mark, I'm going to drop it. Now, of course, you'd like to have your text wrap around the image, so I will right click on the image, click Image Align, and then select left. Now, if this was an image that had a hard border, you'd see that this text comes right up against the border of the image. But when you save this article and activate it, the system puts a border around the image, so you do not have to worry about it coming right up against the image. Now, if you wanted to connect or link some of the words or an image here, you would highlight the word, or you would click on the image, and you would click on link. Now, from here, you can do two things. You can paste a URL in, so if you have a URL that you know, you can just paste it right in here. If you are linking to a different site, if you're linking to content that's on a different site, you should always select Open in a new window. If you're linking to content within your site, do not select that. Now you have another option. Instead of pasting, you can navigate to where your content is. So I'm going to click on the search bar. It'll open up a display that looks a lot like the same setup we have for all the content within the CMS. And I'm going to find T-Hub. Now this is just one option. I just want to make sure you had all the options. It's certainly just as easy to search for the URL in site search, use that entire URL and paste it in here. That actually may be quicker, but if you wanted to select something within the CMS, you would go and navigate to where that content is. So I'll go to 2014, I'll go to the January folder, and let's just say I wanted to link to this piece of content here. Bad weather prevents perfect. So I'm going to click OK, and then click OK, and now this image is linked. Same thing works Same thing works with words. I can highlight a word or two or a sentence or a paragraph, click on hyperlink, navigate to where the content is. Let's say this one I want to link to is in the February folder. I'm just going to select one, click OK, and now that word is linked. The next thing you have to do is click on taxonomy, and taxonomy is where you categorize your content. So I would click on the arrow to the right of the keyword tag field, and I will navigate over to where T-Hub is. And in T-Hub, I'll select that. I'll expand category, and if this is an intelligence article, which most of them are, and maybe planning and policy, by selecting those three things, it'll show up in the correct section of the site. Then all I need to do is click OK. And this will load, and you'll see the article. Now I'm in a window that's narrow because I'm recording, but of course this would be laid out a little differently if you're looking at it full screen. And so you can see here that this image is now a linkable image. You can see it turns to the pointer hand. And let's find the word that I linked. The record word is not linked. And at the bottom you'll see the information about the author. And the information about the author is also here. So from this point, I can make sure I'm on the Page tab and select Activate. Now, because I'm doing this as demonstration, I will not activate this page. I do not want to have this. This is actually a duplicated article that we've already posted, so I do not want to have two articles of the same content in the system. So I will not activate it this time, but that is the process you would follow for creating an article.